This question has been asked by Doreen. What do I think the impact will be on the low oil prices? I want to say that the government has to level with the population and to tell the population that there are dangerous times ahead for us based on the declining price for oil. All over the world, all over the world, Doreen, people and countries are reviewing their position based on a declining oil price. But in this country, Doreen, nobody in government wants to realize that after level with the population, we can't afford to pay those substantial wages with a reduced oil price. We can't afford to have the kind of wanton waste that's taking place with the oil price. I have seen, for example, where Carnival wants to get $75 million more, making it almost $400 million to play mass. That is really playing mass with people's money. And the list goes on and on. So in a nutshell, Doreen, what I'm saying to you is we have to be prudent in the way we handle our resources, but nobody in the government understands the meaning of the word prudence. Joseph has asked, what is the ILP's plan for the future? And the answer is simple, Joe. First thing the ILP has to do is to know where we are as a country. And if no party knows that, the ILP does. We know where we are in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of the judiciary, in terms of energy, in terms of the economy. You name it, we know it. And therefore, what we have done is to make sure that we have put plans in place to deal with these things. Health, youth, unemployment, these are the things that people are concerned about. And I'm saying to you, at this point in time, the ILP is on top of those plans. It's a bit early for me to tell you exactly how, because though our manifesto is completed, Joe, I can't reveal to you all that's inside it, except to say to you, have faith. We know where we are going, and we have the plans in place, and with your help and the help of others, together we shall succeed. Movin has asked, based on the corruption we are here in the government, what will happen to the money that has been stolen from the people by this government? And Movin, the answer is simple. I said before, I said even last night in Pointe-à-Pierre, that we know where the money is, and we shall find the money. Whether it's in India, Australia, Panama, Nigeria, Holland, we shall find the money. If even the money are in vaults in their home, if even the money are in the names of their friends and families and so on, we shall find the money. That is the easy part. The more difficult part is to make sure that those who have stolen the money, that we have them prosecuted and put behind bars. Because this thing about people coming in government as vagrants, as paupers, and in less than 5 years becoming millionaires, that is wrong. Moving in this country is one of the few countries where almost everybody came in as a pauper in 2010 and 2015, they're all millionaires. You must ask them how they got their money. And if they can't prove it, then the next step is to take to the courts. So I want to assure you, Movin, I want to assure you, I am as worried as you are about the level of corruption. I can say to you today that this is by far the most corrupt government this country has ever seen. And especially in a short time of 4 years. And what is even worse, Movin, we said in 2010, before we came in, I was with them then, that we shall have a government that is corrupt-free, corruption-free. We said so. And we failed the people. Because in less than 5 years, we can get, if in the Olympics they had a gold medal for corruption, we get that gold medal. We get the gold medal for corruption. We are so corrupt in this country. So keep the faith, my friend. Keep the faith, all right? Marlon, thanks for this question. The question Marlon has asked me is, what role do I see agriculture played in the country? Let me say first of all, that agriculture is one of the most important ministries, if not the most important one in any government. And what for me is so shameful is that the Prime Minister has given agriculture ministry to a charlatan, a racist, somebody who doesn't even know about agriculture. As such, therefore, what you will find has been happening is more and more people are getting out of agriculture than in agriculture. What shall we do differently? First thing we shall do differently is shift the ministry from where it is at the moment. Ask yourself, how could you have a ministry of agriculture in St. Clair? How can you? If you are government that's serious, that ministry has to be somewhere in the heartland of where the agriculture crops are grown and where you can relate to people better. And therefore, St. Clair is no place for a ministry of agriculture. The second thing we shall do as such is to make sure that we put things in place to reduce the import bill from 4 billion to less than $1 billion at this time. We have to make sure that we have things, that we have factories and so on to can our products when they are grown in excess. And therefore we have to open canning factories and so on that will of course do these things. How in God's name, Marlon, you could tell me that Jamaica is exporting to us hot peppers and dasheen? How in God's name? Whether at one time Tobago used to feed this country with agriculture. Tobago pigeon peas were big so. Today, of course, you can't get this. Why? And the whole point is because you have to put value on agriculture. And I say again that I can say much more on this, but at another time. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for the questions you have asked me today. This is the first in the issue of Face-to-Face with Jack Warner from 12 to 1 on Thursday. Our next issue will be on Tuesday, 12 to 1, Face-to-Face with Jack Warner. I thank you.